Let there be light. Good evening, viewers and musical fans out there, especially appreciating the classics. I have a collection of songs tonight. It's audio, but we'll have a fun chat along the way. I'm working on some live stuff because I'm not a professional singer, but I can belt out a few tunes and the old Satcho, Louis Armstrong, that sort of croaky voice. Hello, Dolly. Old Man River just keeps on rolling. Some blues and rock and roll and that sort of thing, but I'm practicing it, and that'll be done live, and that'll be my first attempt at singing. So forgive me for not being so professional as a singer, but piano playing's okay. I'll be giving some teaching lessons as well coming up. Start teaching online. That should be popular. Hopefully people can learn some of my secrets that is not taught in music or music schools. I'll pass on some secrets, so be ready for that. So this is Pianoman Kirky, part 55. It's the 2nd of April, 2022, Saturday, here in Perth, Western Australia. The time is 7:11 p.m. at night. Off we go. We'll start playing a collection of songs, and we'll stop and have chats along the way. This is one of the Richard Pianoman themes. Aussie t-shirt. Sing it. This part's my own composition. This is all my composition part. That's arpeggios. Michael, welcome, brother. Music tonight. Big finish. Stop it there for a minute. Got to welcome Michael. He's back. He's been on the last few videos, I think. Michael's welcome, mate. Always good to hear from you. Now we're talking about music, so that should get Michael's interest because he loves music and he loves the classics, even though he likes all the other stuff too. But he appreciates and honors the classics and the way I perform it, my own style, not written in the music. That was a Richard Clayderman theme, one of them, and I ad-lib and did all my own composition over the top of that one. So really wonderful to have Michael on board. You play nice stuff, brother. Thanks, Michael. The audio on live is not so good, so forgive me for that. If I do it on the phone, it takes like 24 hours to download. Anyway, still having fun, have a bit of a chat. So we'll go to the next song. I'll work up a story to tell or joke or whatever, just to keep it interesting. Song coming up. True Love. It's an old classic. Thanks, Michael, for your comment, mate. Yeah, you always like Richard Clayderman. You remember. Thanks, Michael. He says he loves it. Cheers, mate. My grandmother loves all this sort of stuff. Well, that's an old classic. I think it's called True Love. I've forgotten. Back in the 70s, I'd play that, and my grandmother and grandfather, you know, Pop was born in 1890 or something, and grandmother 1907. And I used to play this sort of music at the dance clubs, and they do a waltz or whatever type of dancing it was to the beat. And it was just like stepping back in time, even then, back to the old days, 1920s, 30s, and 40s, and beyond. But it was great when my grandparents was alive and dancing around them days. Pop with his John Wayne look and tough, and being a rabbit foot. What do you call it? Rabbit fencer? There's a good movie called Rabbit Foot Fence. You got to watch that Australian movie. A lot of those fences is in that movie. My grandfather put up those fences. About two buggers were out there doing it in the desert. My grandfather, Rabbit Foot Fence, I think it's called. A movie, Australian movie, Aboriginal mainly. Yeah, so Michael said a few things. I don't know if you heard my reply, so I'll say it again. Yes, you always said you liked Richard Clayton. I did. He inspired me. I went to his concert, saw him live. Really smooth, beautiful, romantic. Michael said he loves it. It's really interesting, Michael, because he loves stuff, and yet he loves all the Iron Maiden and heavy metal and Motorhead and all that. So he's got quite a wide range of appreciation music. And Michael says, "Cheers, brother. Salute." Yes, Cobber. Salute to you too, my Aussie friend. Look at this. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. I may not get to the footy. I'm not really interested in sport that much. But you know what? Michael's one of the best chess players in the world. He beats the champs online. He was number two at one stage in the world. Good on you, Michael. Tried to teach me, but I was dumb as ass. I don't know how to play chess very well. But I play piano. That's my job. That's what I do. All right, next song coming up. We'll chat again shortly. Oh, all I do is dream. Michael saying cheese and beers in Mexico. His brother is married to a Mexican woman. I got to meet him when they came out here. So hi to brother and his Mexican wife, if he ever gets to watch this or any of my videos. Oh, senorita, under ahí, viva. Mexican jumping beans. A bit of Zakilla. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'll talk about Loopy. I'll talk about Loopy, Michael, shortly. It's quite funny. Respond to that in a minute, Michael. This is my composition part. That was my composition part to that song called Dream, Dream, Dream. I performed that in a Muslim wedding. No alcohol, nothing going on. The women are on one side and the men on the other side, and they're all dancing. The men are dancing with the men and everything. I got up and performed that song. I just loved it. Loved it. I want to talk about Loopy. He's Mexican. When I was in the States living with me bitchy American wife, the one that broke me nose one day, it's a long story. My videos tell you that story. But anyway, she was a nasty thing, but cute as apple pie, American apple pie and everything. Well, I pissed off after a big argument with her because I was a Mormon then, and I was trying to live up all the bloody Mormon laws, and she didn't like me sitting around playing music all day. What I bloody marry her for? Only lasted 6 months, mind you. Music was my life, my second wife. So we had this big argument. So I pissed off and up at this pub where no local goes. I mean, no white conservative American goes. Rocked up there, and there's all bloody Apaches and Cherokee Indians and bloody Mexicans in this pub. I walk in like a 10-foot bloody Martian. They thought I was American. They weren't bloody pleased about it. You know, they want to fight Americans. In fact, the Mexicans had the bloody some sort of preparation for like a mafia to shoot some of these white American people. So I was in trouble. But as soon as I spoke the old Aussie accent, mate, how you going, blokes? What's bloke? They didn't even know what that is. Oh, Ray, I got so pissed out. That was one good night because I was so angry with the missus, so I didn't care. Plus, I got away from the bloody Mormon church, the stink of all that bloody holy righteous bullshit. But anyway, I'm sitting at the bar, right? And old Loopy, bloody 7 foot with a big tall hat on, all white, dressed in white, really stylish guy, you know. And I drank him under the table with the beer because bloody Budweiser, American beer, is pretty piss weak. And I drank this stuff. I don't know how much I drank. I drank a lot. And then he said, all right, you bloody Aussie bastard. Let's have a bloody tequila. Mate, I loved it, but after 3 of those, I was falling to my knees. But he drank about 10 of them. And he drank me under the table when it came to Zakilla. I was so pissed. He says, you're coming with me. He had a pickup truck. He says, come to me to the range. I said, what's that all about? Oh, we get all my Mexican tribes out there. We'll have a bit of a piss up and whatever. And he sort of owned this farm and everything. So I'm pissed. I had no fear because I was already angry. I mean, marriage was practically over because it ended up breaking up not long after that. Shit, hopped in this car with this piss tank, passing all these semi-trailers and trucks. Didn't give a shit. almost had head-on collisions. I was bloody scared. He said, "You better watch out." He said, "If I don't like you, you'd be dead." And he put the shits up me. But being an Aussie, I was a character. They like the Aussies, Mexicans, you know. So I ended up at this range, and out come all these pistols. They had pistols everywhere. Boom, boom, bang, bang. And he chucked me a pistol, right? He said, "Start shooting," you know. And everyone was bloody firing bullets over my head. And it was loud too, really loud, like automatic 45s and things, you know. And I said, "What's all this about, Loopy?" He says, "Oh, the Mexican War. You know, we're going to shoot a few whites, you know, American conservatives, just as well you're not American, which shoots you right now on the head." Man, for one moment, I was still pissed, but you know, drunk. And just for a moment, I thought, shit, these guys could shoot me dead in a second. So we spent a couple of hours there, actually, sorry, and then really got into the Zarkila again. And then he says, "I'm going to drop you back now at the pub," because I told him I got a missus. And I walked out and she actually kicked me out, really locked me out of the bloody door. Gets in the truck, driving, passing all these semi-trailers. No police pick him up or anything. He got away with it. I was pretty scared, but then again, he didn't shoot me. So I was quite, in that respect, I was calm. I knew he was a dangerous bloody bastard. 7 foot too, mind you. He looked like something out of those Mexican cowboy movies, you know. Got me back to the hotel, dropped me off, and there's the bloody missus in a pickup. She had a Jeep. And she just tried to run. She actually did run down an Apache Indian. It didn't hurt him. Or was it her? No, she ran his wife down. Knocked her down on the ground, bloody. She was pissed and everything. Oh, I caught up with him later and had a big piss up with him. I said, "What sort of bloody American bitches are you married?" But anyway, I was friends with the Apaches, the Cherokees, and the Mexicans. A Mexican Indian pub, American Indian pub. Oh, what a night. And then on the way out, so she pissed off after that because Loopy and all that were going to report her. Said, "You bloody bitch, I'm going to report you, get you locked up, running over." Because she could go to jail for that in America. She pisses off, angry with me. Said, "Don't come home," and all this. So I couldn't even get home. So on the way home, guess what? I'm walking home pissed, singing and everything, and there's Mexicans everywhere. This is up in Washington State, a place called Othello, which is near Twin Cities, which is a major city, and then you got Seattle, Washington State. This is beautiful, beautiful place. You know, Sleepless in Seattle. That's the major city with Tom Hanks and all that. Was in the movie. Anyway, this Mexican woman comes out of her house. She's only about like 27 and I'm 37, 10 years age difference. But anyway, she invites me in because I say, "How you going? How you going, baby?" or something. I was pissed. I didn't care. I was up for it, naughty night, because I thought I'd lost my wife. Bloody church would find out about it because, you know, straight to the bloody bishop about this shit. She invites me in. And I'm so pissed. And she's got this big fat friend. A lot of American skinny women have got a big fat chubby friend. It's like it makes them feel better. "Oh, I'm skinny and you're fat. You know, you make me feel good. I'm better than you." I'm sitting at the counter, and I don't know what I did, but I didn't have sex with her. But I just walked straight up to her and started kissing her and everything. That was adultery in a sense because I was pissed. All right, I didn't go any further much. I just sort of did that sort of thing and. And then she wanted it, but I was trying to talk my way out of it. No, I'm a bloody Mormon. I'm a pissed Mormon. I'm not going to have sex with you. That's not the right thing to do. But she's a gorgeous thing, a Mexican girl. But anyway, I walked out there all pissed, and she wasn't too happy because she wanted me. I was interesting to her because because they called me Crocodile Kirky because the movie Crocodile Dundee come out just before that, I think it was before that. Can't remember. Anyway, got home, slept outside, and then woke up in the morning, vomit and everything. So it's a killer. I tell you what, got really pissed on it. Mike was saying Washington State is Jimi Hendrix and Kurt Cobain country. Correct. And also Bruce Lee's buried in Seattle, I think. Yep, Seattle City, Washington State. Bruce Lee, because I think he was married to an American in the end. He died very young. I love Bruce Lee. What a legend he was. Kung Fu. What's he saying here? Cheeto. Hey, Cheeto. Hey, Cheeto. Hey, Cheeto. Yeah. Hey, Cheeto. Yeah, that's right. Or, yeah, Cheeto. What's another one they use? Senorita. Oh, Cisco Kid. You probably never heard of it. It's an American show. He's a Fort Cavalry officer, and he had no, was it? No, that was F Troop. Sorry, Cisco Kid. Cisco Kid, and he had a Mexican friend. They used to call him Pancho. Oh, Pancho. Oh, Cisco, Pancho. I think they were both Mexican, but he was the skinny one was Cisco Kid. He was really handsome looking dude. Well, next song. I'm raving on. But thanks, Michael. All cool? Yes, it's cool. Yes, Jimi Hendrix from Washington State. I could have gone to the museum or whatever. I didn't get around to that, which I did now. Oh, okay. This is my classical composition. It's nice. Okay, it's a bit it's romantic. Just remember, I wrote this instantly on the spot and recorded it. Thank you, Michael. Totally original. From the heart, romantic, bit of a change of pace, but yeah, it almost brings tears to my eyes because I know that I go into a deeper level, a higher level in soul, sometimes in spirit, especially if it's gospel music. But anyway, thank you, Michael, again. Michael says, I tell Michael, you're awesome, Michael. Great input as always when you come online. Michael says, I like your classical compositions. He actually lived with me. So, he's not bullshitting. He does like it. He inspires me. Love you, bro. Love you. You're a good mate and life friends we are, man. And we'll get to meet our grandmothers one day, because no one's going the lake of fire, brother, unless you're seeing angels and God and denied Holy Ghost, which is no, that's all bullshit, buddy preaching. We're all going home somewhere. It'll be better than here. Wherever we end up, it'll be better than this bloody arsehole end of the world, Australia. No. This cesspool what we live in. But no, it's good. When there's people like Michael in the world, it's a better place. But I always thought the grass was green on the other side. I ended up bringing the American woman out to Australia, and didn't last very long at all. So that's another story. Immigration wasn't too amused. Love flew out the window. Romance. We made an arrangement. I'd live in Vegas. I'd go back and live in Vegas, whatever. And she'd allow that. And she comes to Australia. It never worked out like that. She took me to Vegas to show me, and I got out of the car. Couldn't wait to get in again, because I served my Mormon mission there for 2 years. Met famous people like Jerry Lewis, and the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, Sammy Davis Jr. Anyway, I got in the casino. There's a bloody magician doing magic in the hallway of the casino. End up buying this really good magic trick. I could throw cards, it flies around the room and everything. It's a bit of a method. You can't buy it here. It's a package, and you can make these cards fly all over the room. I should do it and go busking with those magic cards. I got stuck in there. I forgot that she's sitting in the bloody Jeep. Did I cop it afterward? Oh, you're not coming to Vegas. She broke a promise. You're not coming back here. You just forget about me when you're in Vegas. I love Vegas. Oh, I hope I could be with a woman who loves Las Vegas and all that entertainment, famous people, anything from any type of music. Even got bloody roller coasters and Disneyland, everything in there for the kids. Fantastic place. And my other favorite place in America was Orlando. Disney World, not Disneyland. Disney World's 9 times the size. It's huge. It took me 9 days to go through it. It's a whopper. Sat in this cinema watching a dinosaur movie and think, what shit is this? All of a sudden the cinema opens up and this whole cinema starts moving, and all these animatronics and dinosaurs and smoke and mirrors and volcanoes going off, and 20 minutes. It was like Jurassic Park. That's what it was called. After watching the movie. Oh, I've got to go there. Michael Jackson, that was great. 3D, had these glasses on, and he'll chuck something at you, a ball or something, and there's water coming off from the bloody ceiling or something. You're getting wet in the cinema, and everybody was thinking, oh, Michael Jackson just threw a tennis ball, hit me in the head. Then he starts to do the Thriller, and he's coming really up close, Oh, so wicked. Fantastic technology. So go to Disney World after the pandemic, or Las Vegas. They're the 2 top places. If there was another one, I'd say Aspen, Colorado, the Rocky Mountains, John Denver country. Denver's the capital of Colorado. Those sort of places. All right. I love it. Michael's saying, he says, love you too, man. Yes. Michael's not too proud to say love you, man. And not all my mates say that. They come from an era where they can't say the word love you, brother. Think you're proof or something. No. Look, mate, I'll tell you what. One day you're going to die. You're going to wish you said a few things, nice things to people. All right. Love your mother. Love your grandmother. Love your mates. Love people. Yeah, of course. Michael says, when there's people like you, John, because I'm Daryl John, by the way, DJ, on the world's a better place. But I'm a rotten, filthy sinner, Michael. So are you, so is everyone. But yeah, no one good, Jesus said, but the Father. But I know what you mean. I got a good heart thanks to my grandmother, because she took me in when I left home, got kicked out because my dad was against the music, didn't like anything but country and western, so I pissed off. Lived with my grandmother and played at bands, invite the bikies around at parties, never a fight. Everybody was so happy. Grandmother cooking eggs and late nights and everything, and all the bikies were parked there with their bikes. This is in Mandurah, Western Australia, beautiful vacation town. full of pissheads. I prefer to be here now. My mum lives in Rockingham, and that's a nice place too. On the beach, a beach and everything, near the beach. Michael says, I find the word love difficult to say. Yeah, my dad, I think he said it once. He just, I love you, kids, when he was pissed one night. I love you, kids. That's about the only time I heard him say it. And I only saw him have a tear in his eye a couple of times in his whole life. Next song coming up. Thanks for sticking with me, Michael. Nobody else online, unless there is. How many people? No, it says one person online. I just realized I didn't even see that before. I didn't know about it. It tells you how many people are online. So it's only you, Michael. Okay. It's been a hard day's night. I've been working like a dog. It's all right. Beatles, yeah. I've been working like a dog. I've been working like a dog. Woof, woof. Howdy, Tom. Good. A little bit of firing up one. That was on my last music video, but it doesn't matter. I started off with that one. That's okay. I was hoping for a little bit of up tempo. Hard day's night, working like a dog. Oh, I want to say hello to my next door neighbor. I'm sort of just getting to know him a bit. Hi, Guy. He doesn't watch very many videos. He's very quiet sort of person, but he's a really nice guy. Has a lovely dog and walks it every day. He loves it to death. He loves it. And I love dogs too. And he walks past every morning early at sunrise, walks his dog. So Guy, if you're watching this, mate, I won't make you too famous. Like you said, don't expose too much. I respect that. But just want to let you know, Michael's here, a good mate of mine. And it's good to have some guy company, all right? Much as I like woman company, it's good to be around the boys too. Keeps you sane, keeps you balanced. And I'd like to say hello to Sonny as well. Had a bit of a chat today, Sonny. You're in a good mood, even though you're on the piss again, mate. But and you're an atheist. But you showed honor and respect at I think it's your grandmother's funeral or your auntie's, I can't remember. I performed for her funeral. And I remember you coming up and thanking me for it. And that day that people were crying and that felt the spirit. She had a Mormon funeral, but I don't know if she was a Mormon. She left the church. But your auntie was, what was her name? Maureen. It was Maureen. She was your auntie, wasn't she? So that means it was your grandmother. That was her mother. Yeah. So Maureen was a Mormon, but a real naughty one. And her sister Meryl Watts. Meryl and Bill were best friends when I was in the Mormon church, but when the marriage broke up, they never spoke to me again, practically. I think Bill spoke to me when I visited him in Cairns in Queensland. I think they're back here now. But Maureen never spoke to me. She just couldn't get over the fact that a temple marriage broke up. They're supposed to be forever. See, this is what happens, you see, when you don't live up to religion, you fall out with people. They don't want to know you. Think you're some filthy rotten sinner. Well, guess what? They are filthy rotten sinners too. This is the thing about religion. Everybody's a sinner. It's only when you're in spirit you're not sinning. And when you're in spirit, you have unconditional love. You're not judging anyone. See? It's not true friendship when that happens. Shit happens. Anyway, he's got another thing to say, and I'll play another song. Nice voice, bro. I did the wood wolf to some hostess the other night. It was let us say many into canty into shit. You sure you haven't been to university, mate? I'm into canty. Don't know what it is. Speak of bloody Mexican, I think. That's funny. See, here's another one. Her nombre was Andre, and she had an accent. Andre, I think he's trying to say. I was apologetic at the point, so I should have shut the F up. Michael, you're like me, mate. You're very bold and direct. My brother, he doesn't know how to take me. Right? I was the black sheep of the family anyway, but my brother was the goody. And now my brother is a nasty bugger, ignorant little shit. Never speaks to me for 20 years and doesn't even see mum or anything. Yet mum's going to leave half the bloody house to her or something to him and his wife, or sell it and give half the money. So he doesn't even care. He doesn't watch one video. No contact. I even performed at his wedding and he was turning the other way, didn't like it. I was playing Richard Clayderman at his wedding. Can you imagine that? And singing as well, singing a song. But Uncle Bert, Flirty Bert, they call him. I don't know if he's live or dead. I've lost contact with him. Flirty Bert, my uncle, came to all my piss-up birthday parties, got drunk, always the last to leave. He was a great guy, but no one in the family liked him because he was a flirty birdie. He flirted. But he did it when he's drunk, not when he was sober. And he didn't have any, he was really flirting, And he had a girlfriend in the end after his marriage divorce, and Vietnamese woman, half his age, younger, and put her through college to become a doctor, paid for it, everything. And he went over there a few times a year to be with his girlfriend, and they call him Dirty Birdie. And next thing, he's got prostate cancer and he can't travel. So all that money that he sent to his girlfriend, still cheaper than here, become a doctor. But he did a good deed, helped somebody become a doctor. Well, that's lovely. Isn't that lovely? But Dirty Birdie, Flirty Birdie, mate, if you're out there somewhere still alive, I don't know, but you were awesome. You were really awesome, and you're always fun to be around and made us young buggers feel even younger. Uncle Bert, love you, man. Anyway, apolitic, Michael's saying. Not apolitic, but apolitic. At that point, yeah. Yep. I think he's speaking a little bit Mexican. I don't know. Anyway, Michael, that's really great to hear, mate. Next song, I don't know what's coming up next. If it gets boring, I will stop it. I pressed the wrong one. That stuffed it up. We pressed the wrong button. It blows up like a jumping jack. Talk about a Mexican bean. I think it's, I lost it. Well, that was probably the last one. Wait on, it might come on. Oh, here we go. Black and white rag. My style, not written in the music. I'll finish up with this, I think. white rag, Michael. Not Hello Dolly. I did it again, wrong button. Bloody Jack in the Box, this thing. I think I was expecting a bloody clown to pop out of it. $20 in Kmart, not bad, eh? Little karaoke machine. It's one you put by the pool. It's heavy duty. If you knock it around, it's all right. Hey, Michael, no, that wasn't Hello Dolly. That was bloody Black and White Rag, and I made my own composition arrangement around it, ragtime, because I used to perform that at 12 years of age in Kalgoorlie, Western Australia. One of the most richest gold mining towns in the world, and perform it in the pubs at Hannon Street, Kalgoorlie, to all the miners, drinking this squash. Couldn't drink alcohol, but I was having a great time. I was on the radio playing this stuff, you know. Got pretty popular doing that, but that was my talent. That's what I did, and today, glory to God. Thank you, Lord. I've got a talent, and I express it to the world. I love people, and that's what makes me tick. Love people, love audience. And Michael says, love Leopold Mozart. Leopold Mozart. I know Mozart. Leopold. Oh, I'm a bit confused about. Don't know who that is. Leopold. He says, where did that stuff come from, bro? Request from my grandmother. She loved the ragtime. She loved the honky tonk. She loved Hello Dolly and all that sort of stuff. So this is my second song. No, first song I ever learned was Dr. Zhivago, Somewhere My Love, because my mum and dad took me to the movie. 6-year-old, never played in my life, had this little toy organ. Come home after hearing the song, I was playing it. Somewhere my love, over the hills we go, all through the snow, da 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 da. And I was playing it one finger, so my mum and dad brought me a honky tonk piano. And I mentioned my last video, that was the Grace Changes Everything video. I was talking about it. I got arthritic fingers because I was playing this really beaten up old piano. The second song I learnt was The Entertainer, Michael, The Entertainer. And then the third song was this one. They were the first 3 songs I ever learned, brother. And talk about this, arthritis. I got a joke, just reminded me. This guy walks up to this woman, he says, oh, let's make it Mexican. Oh, Cinderita. Oh, Cinderita, Andre, Beaver, you've got these. Oh, you've got these. Oh, you've got these. Oh. Yeah, it's not what you're thinking. Bless my ass. No, I got these. Sounds like Donald Trump talking to her fingers. Oh, she's got these broken fingers. She's got these. It was a joke. I made it up at school. The Entertainer, yes, Michael. S. Chido. He's speaking Mexican again. He must pick all this up from his brother. Michael says, very nice stuff, man. I love it. Well, there you go. All right, I think I won't overdo my welcome. That was really good. 50 minutes. Had a bit of fun. Michael's made my night again as usual. That means more people will watch this video because he fires me up because we live together. I'll just tell the people again how we met, Michael. I was a security and a cleaner in a shopping centre right near the TV stations. It was a very stylish, well, not the shopping centre, but stylish people coming in, famous people, not the news readers. Michael walks in with no shoes on and a bottle of beer in his hand, long hair, looked like a larrikin, which means an Aussie, like, I don't know, a vagabond, hippie, whatever, and walks in, and head security says, "Get rid of him. Can't have him walk in the shopping centre without shoes and a bottle of beer in his head." So I said, "All right." And we went outside, took him outside and had a smoke with him and became best of mates. How do you like that? I thought he was a character. It was funny. And we ended up living together. And we started up music and did all sorts of things. Michael probably the last person to see me drunk. I remember when Michael was lying there one day drunk on the floor, and Sarah was living with us, the black dude, the African guy, because Sarah's into gospel music 24/7, go crazy. Michael and I were into this heavy stuff, turned the speakers up, and Michael's pissed on the bloody floor, but having a bit of a snooze, and Sarah getting all crazy, running like the bloody butcher's knife. They were angry. But anyway, we had some great times. It all turned out all right in the end. But Michael, I'm sorry about that, mate. I'm exposed it, but look back, good times. I made a video for my mate cousin Stephen Crew. Stole some gold when he was working in the gold mine. Come off the conveyor belt, got 6 months jail. And my mum said, "Oh, you can't make a video like that. He's going to curse you." But he didn't. Actually enjoyed it and showed it to all his mates because he can laugh about it. So that's the thing about a lot of Aussie people. They laugh about what's happened in the past. I got locked up in prison. It was a 3-month sentence for bloody swearing in America in a domestic, right? Cut a long story short, when the missus threw me out in the street, I started swearing everything. And the cops, they just arrest you. If they ever get swearing in a domestic, if you're swearing to a tree or something, no problem. But if you're swearing to a woman in America, you can be arrested. So I got locked up in prison. They called me Crocodile Kirky even then. And there was this bloody attempted murder, but he wasn't. He was innocent. He sat there and cried and everything. And he found a murder weapon, and he got 3 years. He was just waiting to be sentenced off to the main prison. I was in this county jail in Montana, USA, really cold and everything up there. And they still got the law of rustling, which means if you steal a horse, like in the cowboy days, you get hung. You get executed, but no one does that. I'm sure there's a loophole in that one. I'm thinking of Loopy. He's a bit of a loophole too. So next thing is kid just not turned 21. You've got to be 21 to drink, even in your own house. And some bloody stupid neighbor begged false witness. Talk about a bloody hypocrite if he's a Christian. And the own son gets arrested having a drink with his father. He's locked up for 3 months for drinking with his own father because he's under 21. How terrible America is. I think another guy was exposing himself in public, running around bloody naked and playing with himself. He got locked up and everyone was laughing at him. You could hear him at night, making moans and groans. He was a real bloody, what do you call it, a whack job he was. Anyway, these 2 men in black come and got me out. I tell you what, this is the strangest thing that happened. I mentioned this on videos. Long fingers, both look the same. I didn't see the dilated pupils or anything alien in them, but I always think they were 2 bloody half-bred aliens because they roam this earth, I preach it in my videos. The first Adam, the first God, the first seed, Allaham, representing the powerful ones, the sky people, the aliens, and the second God in Genesis, Lord God, Jesus Christ. So that means we come from that, right? And the first one is all this bloody hybrids, alien shit all over the place. So watch out for them. Don't be deceived by those bastards. And of course, the prince of the air, the Bible says, is the demons. They're all bloody demons in disguise, took on form. Just like Satan took on form and had sex with Eve. She didn't just take an apple or a tomato, whatever it was, but he had sex with her. So you can't blame guys for being lustful. A woman started it, but not being sexist. But so man was given the lead in a good way, not dominating like some of the religions think that's what it means. No. Anyway, I'm not going to preach. I'm going to finish up. That's why I've made this last bit of message here. Elvis Presley is the king of rock, but Jesus is the King of Kings. Right? I am a preacher.
Grace Changes Everything by Daryl Kirky, but I'm also a musician. And tonight's been lighthearted and some fun. Thank you very much, Michael. 56 minutes. Definitely going to finish very shortly. Okay, Michael's got another one. It says, "Cheers, bro. Appreciate your respect for me over the years, for sure, man. You know I do, man. Yeah." Well, Michael, you're not getting younger, but you're much younger than me, so probably better looking too. You seem to be just. I remember I offered you to take you to Thailand when I got back from having that Buddhist experience. That was my one time in life I really did let loose, because I got kicked out of the church, and I met Michael after that. I think I did. And I offered to take Michael there, but I think Michael come up with something like, "What's the point of going to Thailand? You meet a nice girl, and then you're going to come home. It's all over. Or you got to send money or something." You know what? He's half right, because if you meet somebody, they're going to want money out of you. But still, it was a better experience than in the Western world for fun, because they do love you. They don't not necessarily in love with you, but I was riding elephants and motorbikes, $10 a day, waterfalls, camping, everything. And she was a Buddhist. Lovely experience, but Michael didn't get into that. But I tell you what, all you lovely ladies out there, he's a good-looking bloke. He looks like Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman's husband, the country singer in Australia. But I mentioned he'd also look like on Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke's daughter named Hope, her father. But you may not watch that. It's a famous soap opera drama show in America. I watch it religiously. I love that show. Ins and outs of all the rich and the famous and what they get up to. Marriages breaking up, marrying brothers and sisters. Oh my goodness, what a crazy mix-up thing it is. Anyway, salute, brother, and you're very handsome, bro. Oh, shit, that was an unexpected compliment. Thanks, Michael, and thanks anyone who's watching this now in the future. It says only one person online. A lot of people get to watch it, I hope. I'll send it to a few people. God bless, and thank you so much for your love and support over time. Grace Changes Everything by Daryl Kirky. That's my preaching of the grace, not religion, grace, okay? Come to know, understand what that is. Don't throw Jesus Christ out with the dirty, religious, filthy, bloody religious bathwater, okay? You only need a personal relationship with him. You don't need church, religion, nothing. You can attend, but don't get caught up. Don't give any praise to Pope, man, prophet, anyone. Just Jesus. Jesus is your friend, and he loves you. He loves you, and he's not going around judging you like religious people do, all right? Because all these little things that we're all sinners, all right? We're not going to murder and rob banks, are we? So we're not too bad. You and me, Michael, we're not too bad, mate. Got a good heart. Anyway, I'm going to sign out now. It's all finished. 59 minutes. It's good night for me. This is Daryl John signing out, and I'll be seeing you in the future. Thanks again, Michael. Probably take a break now, mate. Watch a good action movie. Oh, so many good action movies. I forgot the one I watched last time. Something Project. Oh, it was a good action time travel movie sort of thing. Adam's Project. I think it's got Adam's Project. Can't remember. I love anything to do with time travel and sci-fi action movies, and I like war movies where good wins over evil and that sort of thing. I love romance. I love comedy. Don't watch much horror these days because I had enough horror stories in my life, real life stuff. So I try not to watch horror movies too much these days. God bless. Wonderful night. Thank you again, Michael. Love you, brother. Good night. Take care.